Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, Poetry, History, a Thought for the Day, all in my one book. And poetrychangeslives.com is the website. There will be a hardcover copy of this book appearing in the next few days. I think it'll make a very, very nice Christmas present, or just present for any sort of occasion. Watch this space, as they say. On this day in 1887, a famous architect, the Swiss architect Le Corbusier, was born. His real name was Charles-Édouard Généré-Gris. I don't know why he called himself Le Corbusier, but his work is quite unusual. It's influenced by Cubism, though he called it Purism. He was an artist as well as an architect, and he particularly liked designing large-scale constructions, blocks of flats, and later whole cities. His most famous design was the Unité d'habitation in Marseille, a block of flats that's still going strong today and much admired. Some of his later designs for whole cities of several million people was quite futuristic and not very well received. But his death in 1967 was notable for the tributes that came from all parts of the world. Well, today I'm going to read a poem about London and its buildings by another one-off person, William McGonagall, notable as being called probably the worst poet there's ever been in the English language. And that's quite an achievement in itself. Some people think he wrote deliberately badly. His combination of mangled meter, mood, and vocabulary is pretty difficult to imitate, mercifully. I think he's rather good. I rather like him. Here we are. See what you think of this. As I stood upon London Bridge and viewed the mighty throng of thousands of people in cabs and buses rapidly whirling along, all furiously driving to and fro, that I was struck with the discordant sound of human voices there, up one street and down another, as quick as they could go, which sounded to me like wild geese cackling in the air. And the River Thames is a most beautiful sight, to see the steamers sailing upon it by day and by night. And the Tower of London is most gloomy to behold, and the crown of England lies there, begemmed with precious stones and gold. King Henry VI was murdered there by the Duke of Gloucester, and when he killed him with his sword, he called him an impostor. Well, that's quite unusual poetry. I think poetry is great the way it welcomes all manners. It's a very broad church, and I give thanks today for variety in everything and the freedom of choice that we have. Thanks for listening.